BoogeyMan band coming round the bend. Is BoogeyMan band. Is BoogeyMan band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. Thanks so much for stopping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. This is a spooky screenings, something I haven't done in a very long time. Last time I did one was when I talked about Terrifier 3. This is going to be talking about the film The Substance. Now, I know this film came out several months ago. I didn't get a chance to see it until just yesterday. I had been told by my good friend Phil at Phil's Creepy Vids that I should check it out and do, talk about it here on the channel. So that's why I'm doing this, because I promised Phil I would. First thing I want to do is give a little overview of the plot of the film, the cast and the crew, and then I will get into my thoughts on it. A fading celebrity takes a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself. The movie stars Demi Moore as Elizabeth, Margaret Qualley as Sue, and Dennis Quaid as Harvey. The movie was written and directed by Coralie Forget. An international co-production between France, the United Kingdom, and the United States, the film followed the critical success of the director's first feature film, Revenge. Motivated by societal pressures on women's bodies and aging, she wrote the screenplay in 2 years with detailed descriptions and minimal dialogue. Moore was cast in the leading role after a series of interviews. Qualley was cast second, and Ray Liotta was originally cast in Dennis Quaid's role prior to his death. Filmed in France over 108 days, the film made extensive use of prosthetic makeup designed by Pierre-Olivier Persine, insert shots, a variety of sets, and approximately 21,000 liters of fake blood. The prosthetic design made up 70 to 80% of the visuals, including a series of grotesque and hyper-realistic suits, puppets, and dummies for Elizabeth's drug-induced transformation. So to say that I knew very little about this film would be an understatement. I understood what the plot was dealing with. I had heard about both actresses, Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley, being fully nude in this film, and that was like a big thing. And I knew it dealt with kind of like a doppelganger kind of situation, this being a more perfect version of an older woman sort of being birthed out of her and things like that. So I knew a little bit about it, but I had no idea what I was in for. I had seen the director's previous film, Revenge, and I enjoyed it, but it was a one-time watch for me. I don't really like rape revenge movies I can go to like I Spit on Your Grave and Last House on the Left. Those movies, I can watch them once and that's about it. So I didn't really know what I was in for, and it was a long film. This film is almost 2.5 hours. I'm a fan of Demi Moore. I have been since I was a kid. I mean, I fell in love with her in the movie About Last Night. I thought she was absolutely gorgeous in that film. Really loved her work in St. Elmo's Fire, A Few Good Men, Ghost, Indecent Proposal. She's a fantastic actress. That was my main goal for watching this, was to see her in this role. And I have to say that The Substance is probably one of my favorite films of Demi Moore's career, and also one of my favorite films of 2024. This movie absolutely blew me away. Elizabeth Sparkle character, being sort of this fading superstar that was, adored, is now looked at as a relic of a bygone era. And they're looking for somebody to replace her on the show that she's been doing. And Harvey, played by Dennis Quaid, is the one that fires her on her 50th birthday. And she ends up getting into an accident. And it's after the accident, when she's in the hospital, that this nurse tells her about the substance. She's not really wanting to do it, and then because of just her mindset where she's isolated, she's alone, and it establishes that right away, loneliness that Elizabeth is going through. She's this beautiful woman that doesn't feel like she's beautiful anymore. There's this one scene where she's getting ready to go meet somebody for dinner, and she gets all, glammed up. She looks great, and then she starts noticing little flaws about herself, and then she keeps changing what she's wearing and her makeup, and then she'll keep catching like reflections of herself in like the doorknob, or just seeing herself in the mirror, and she keeps changing the way she looks. And she's this beautiful woman, but the whole point of this film is sort of illustrating the unrealistic expectations of women that are in the public eye. The whole thing with The Substance, when Elizabeth decides to do it, there are specific rules, and the two bodies must switch consciousness every 7 days without exception. with the inactive body remaining unconscious and fed intravenously with a weekly food supply. Demi Moore took a lot of risks in this. For someone who's an icon, I hope she gets a lot of recognition for this, and I give her all the credit in the world. She killed it in this film. And Margaret Qualley did a great job too. I mean, I've only seen her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She is Andie MacDowell's daughter, and I always thought that was kind of a nice little side note that Andie MacDowell and Demi Moore were both in St. Elmo's Fire together in 1985. So that was kind of a nice little thing there that she's now working with her daughter in this film. And Margaret Qualley did a great job. Where, you know, the arcs for these characters, I kind of saw where it could go, but I had no idea where this movie was going to go. And my God, I really don't want to go too far into the effects work, because it really spoils a lot of what pays off in the third act of this film. But all I can say, it is completely blew my mind. It is a masterclass in horror, body horror, and more, one of her career bests. She just did a fantastic job. I cannot wait to see what comes next for Margaret Qualley. She did a great job as well. Fantastic actress. Can't wait to see what Coraline Forget does next. So yeah, absolutely 100% recommend The Substance. One of the best films I've ever seen. One of the best films of the year. And I cannot wait to watch it again and own it when it comes out on Blu-ray in January. So if anyone else has seen the film, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Would love to hear what other people think about this film. And as always, thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. Hey, my fellow Fright Fiends, I just want to thank everyone for supporting BoogeyMan Ben's Horror Zone. If you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to, please hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I try to drop a video at least once or twice a week. The Horror Zone is a passion of mine, and it really makes me happy that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always.